Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think this works, man. I think this works. That's what it means. That's like once, and they try twice, and then you can buy it right there. For like a quick like retest of that high or something like that. 'Cause that's what it basically did. Mm. Mm. I mean, it worked, but that was definitely dangerous to do. Of course, man. Of course. I don't think anybody. I don't think that's. Yeah. Mm. Okay. So I wonder if we see a continuation here in the ES. The ES is definitely the stronger instrument of the two. Shit, the ES, I mean, the Nasdaq actually broke the trend here actually. That's pretty interesting. The Nasdaq broke the trend. It's still trading higher, but you can see that it broke the trend. So technically, that's a breaker structure down. And now the bulls have to do extra work versus the ES. ES also broke the trend, but it's already started to recover already. It's about to break above these highs. And I think this is already all-time highs already, so. Interesting. So we're already up like $200 in this trade. I'm targeting 7,800. I think that's where the market goes. We could see some turbulence at 95. We could see some turbulence at 95, but I think ultimately we probably push further than that. The indices, neither one of them has shown any weakness, and what I am going to assume here is that a lot of people is probably shorting this, and I'm pretty sure I can just look at this tool that I spent all that money on and be able to determine that. But yeah, a lot of people are willing to short this move. They already got their limit orders sitting in areas that, in my opinion, could mm, mm. Oh shit, I don't even know I was just muted. But the NQ has just been so weak lately, which is so interesting. All you had to do was buy the ES, and for the most part, oh, that makes sense. Oh, oh, wow. The power of words. Words give things meaning, and with meaning, we can gain clarity and understanding. I didn't know what the hell these things mean, but now when I look at these lines on the chart, now I understand what the heck it's talking about. That makes sense. All right, so we definitely have a lot of orders sitting at like 92, and then we also have a lot of orders sitting at 7,800 on the ES. But yeah, so yeah, the Nasdaq, yeah, it's definitely it's definitely weaker, and it's interesting that the ES has hit its all-time highs, and yet, I mean, the Nasdaq did drop a lot. So I mean, it would have been insane for the Nasdaq to get all the way back up to 31,000 in one session after coming from the lows of 27. But if you were one of the traders that felt the need to impulsively short into the move, this is a great example, a really great example of, hold on, actually no, never mind, whatever. This is a really great example of why trading against the trend can be very dangerous. I don't know what's happened to me in terms of the last couple of days, but my desire to fight against a bullish trend is almost non-existent. Like, I'm more willing to trade with momentum and trade with the trend now. And today's like today, I would have found myself trying to short a move like this, looking for top ticking tops, trying to find the top and getting in. But I found that it was so much easier just to take the chance with the trend. I got paid so many times today in the ES. I made so much money on the ES today. It's our boy Smith actually made a lot of money today. He was able to be patient, and he locked in a winning session today on his in his personal account. So, man, shit. Hopefully that ain't true. Hopefully our boy gained weight ain't still. Because I mean, he would be if he's on the Nasdaq, he's probably good. If he started that position last week, nah, they already took out last week's pivot. All that bearishness from last week, that shit is gone. That is gone. It already took that pivot out. It broke above that pivot, and it looks like it's trying to take out July 15th high. And it's almost there at 30,000. So yeah, dude, it was insane, man. Like I said, I made so much money on ES. And this one guy in Top Steps Discord, his first day, well, let me say it like this. His first day, according to him in his XFA, this man makes 20K in his XFA on his first day. Congratulations to that guy, but it should have been me, not him. No. Congratulations to that guy. Made 20K on his first day on his XFA. Man, just imagine going to bed knowing that you're going to at least get a $2,000 payout. Actually, they may pay him out and then put him in a live account. It should have been me, not him. These firms are not playing anymore. Either they're going to put you in a responsible trader account or they're sending you to live. They are not playing no more. You make too much money, you're going to a live account. Because these firms are not copying trades. I mean, they see that. I mean, they may copy a few traders' trades, like the really profitable ones, the ones where they show that they're consistent and the firm has seen over time that copying this trader's trade usually will net them some profits. But there's no way that these firms, because they would just blow all their accounts if they're really copying trades of random traders. They'll blow all their accounts. So that's not the model, I don't think. We need to put out a bolo for our boy gain weight. Last words. I'm shorting this scam as the market squeezes to new all-time highs on the ES and taking out the entire week's last. Like it took several weeks for the bears to do this shit, man. It took several weeks. Let's go on a weekly chart and see how long. It took the bears literally 3 weeks for this move down. 3 weeks. There it goes. There it goes, baby. There it goes. Well, that could be a run on liquidity above that high, but I think this thing is trending higher on the ES. It's just a slow grind. But it took the bears 3 weeks for this, just for the market to take it out in 1 week. All that work that the bears put in and the bulls take it out in 1 week. 1 week. That is insane. Well, let's just be honest. 4 days to be exact. 5 days to be exact. What is that? Thursday, Friday. Wow. Looking at a daily chart. Wasn't Friday's price action bearish? If you got stuck within the day thinking that Friday was bearish, it was literally a doji candle. It was a green candle opening towards the high of that previous daily candle, and it was the start of the move higher. I could have sworn Friday was bearish. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's insane. Oh, it was bullish and it got bearish the last 30 minutes. Okay. Well, I hit 10 points on this trade. Yeah. End of month, these institutional traders are trying to meet their quotas, and it's one of the reasons why we see the market move so rapidly from one extreme to the next. End of month, end of week. Like, I mean, it's insane. We're already in the month of August. You already know after September. After September, it's the end of the year already. Because after September is Halloween. After Halloween is Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving is Christmas. Like after we get over that hump. Once we get over September, you know, the best month of the year. I want to throw that out there. The best month of the year, the month of September. Just in case y'all didn't hear that. The month of September, the best month of the year. The year just kind of goes after that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you got the best month of the year, September. And then once that's done, it's like, okay, yeah, all right, whatever. You can just go to the next month. It's all right. It's all right. And then the year just says, yeah. All right, we're done with this year now. Let's go on to the next one. And then after Christmas is New Year's. No. I just think that September is the best month of the year. I mean, September. I may or may not have been born in the month of September. But I just think that is a really cool month. Yes, it's the best month. A lot of great people were born in the month of September. It's like the heavens reserve the month of September to create the best people in this world. Why did they want September to end? Why did they want September to end? Boo, December, boo. You must be a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is boo. Boo. Your birthday's on December 14th, right? Alfred is December 14th, right? Or was it the 12th? Oh, the 12th. Okay. All right. Or the 5th? Huh. I was all the way wrong then. I don't know why I thought the 12th. Okay. The 5th. You know, my brother's birthday is December 15th, and you know, I tell him all the time. You know why September is the best month of the year? Because during the month of December, that's when everybody that's going to be born in September is going to be born. They're conceived in December and born in September. So I mess with him all the time. I say, yeah. All the September babies were conceived in December. Oh, so did you go to Columbia with Jay-Z? I wonder if you're going to get that reference. You go to Columbia? It's a Boondocks reference. Mm. I mean, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Majority of my children are born in September. I have a few outliers. One, because one came too early. The other one, I have one in October, March, and July, and the rest of my kids are all in September. Actually, majority of my family are September babies. My mom, my brother, all my kids, like 3 of my kids, 2 of my kids, 3 of them, 1, 2. Yeah, it's actually 2 of them. Coincidentally, I just thought about this. My first son and my first daughter were born in September. Interesting. I just thought about it, and their birthdays are 3 days apart. One is on September 6th, and the other one's on September 9th. First son and my first daughter were both born in September. Dude, it's really animalistic. Like I mean, as crazy as this sounds, like, for the lack of better words, I find myself more, I guess, in heat during December. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know. It's like my body is tuned for that. I notice myself getting more in a baby making mindset around December. And it happens like in December. It's almost animalistic on us, almost. I'm balanced. I have 3 girls and I have 3 boys. 3 boys and 3 girls. So I guess if I have I don't have kids, but if I were to plant one more seed, it'll be a tiebreaker, I guess. But I don't plan on doing that. I want to deal with that again. You have 2 September babies, the 5th and the 7th. Yeah, September's like the best month in the year. You said, do I get shocked every New Year? No. Like I said, it's animal, like, dude, it's like it's clockwork. It's like, okay, it's December time. Let's start making these babies. Or at least let's start practicing. Let's start practicing making these babies. And it's weird because I'm observing myself in third person behaving this way every December. My other daughter was supposed to have been born almost on my birthday. She could have been born on my birthday, but she decided to come out when she wanted to come out. So I was like, okay. She could have been a Virgo, but she chose to be a Gemini. You have 5? 4 girls and 1 boy, huh? It's like, get your own damn day. It's your own damn day. Well, Didi, let me guess. Is the boy spoiled since you have 4 girls? The mother of my children right now. Oh, I don't know what it is, man. I mean, maybe it's because I've been on this planet. I figured. I know when me and my partner finally has a boy, 'cause I'm surprised. I survived. Well, I've injected boys into all girl families, so I had 1 girl for a very long time, and 3 boys and 1 girl for a very long time. I thought that I was just a boy factory, and I just had 1 that just slip out through the cracks. It's like, I ain't gonna have no more of them anymore. Then all of a sudden, I had 2 girls back to back, and I was like, oh shit, when did this start happening? When did that start happening? When did I start having girls? Or shit, I gotta stop saying that. I didn't have any of my kids. When did I started planting girl seeds? When did I start doing that? I said that like my son, surrounded by girls. So yeah, now I'm balanced. But I already know when she has a boy, or when she has the boy or son. Yeah. I already know she's gonna spoil the hell out of him. And I can't do nothing about it, because she's gonna spoil him. Stop being mean to my baby. Stop being mean to him. Oh, that's freaking hilarious. I can already see it now. Mm. Mm. Mhm. But what about today? Today was definitely a crazy day. Crazy day. We had SpaceX actually report their earnings today. And I think the last time I saw SpaceX, it was falling off a cliff. Oh shit, did they buy it back up? They bought this shit back up. Huh. The last time I saw it was falling off this cliff, but now they bought it back up. Actually, let me look at a daily chart. Probably get a better view of what's going on, because I mean, rest in peace to anybody that bought SpaceX at these highs, because that's insane. You said that was a fire sale for earnings? Yeah, apparently. Now, like I said, we spoke about this. We shouldn't be surprised that we saw this thing fall off a cliff. We talked about this very scenario that it's going to push higher and it's going to create generational bag holders. We talked about that. I said that I would wait for a dip, actually somewhere around this area. Actually, I was looking at it around like 130. Don't know why, but because it wasn't like 130 was the original IPO price for this thing. Whatever the original IPO price was, that was the area where I was interested to see how the market would react because I believe it happened at 149 and then it shoots up. So, I mean, if you got in and you got out at the top, then, I mean, you doubled your investment almost. Yeah, you doubled your investment almost. Yeah, basically double your investment. But if you held on to it too long, yeah, that shit just came crashing down. And then we got this trap high right here. Got this trap high, so I mean, even if the market comes back up, you have trap buyers here. There's that trap high. You have trap buyers here, so we'll probably see a move back up to this pivot. Probably see that classic break and then probably right back down. Probably taking out that low, probably like that. That's not financial advice or anything, but this is probably what we see because this company is not profitable. This is not a profitable company. There's a reason why the ES did not allow this stock to join the index because it's not profitable. Right now, for those that are not aware, SpaceX is considered a AI data center company, and most of its revenue is from Starlink. That's where it's getting its money from, or that's what they're using to show that they're profitable or they're bringing in some revenue. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk somehow integrates Twitter into SpaceX. I wouldn't be surprised. So it can report more revenue streams or streams of income. But yeah, this is considered a data company. So the Space Exploration Technology Corp, the executive summary, the Q2 2026 revenue reached 7.8 billion. Oh, I wonder how I did that. It says net loss narrowing up to 541 million with improvements of 467 million from prior years. So the IPO and bond offering strengthened the balance sheet, raising 85.7 billion and 25 billion respectively. So they claim that they made a revenue of $7.8 billion. And this is how, you know, when they say women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. Yeah, you can use numbers to lie. Numbers lie all the time. Numbers are absolute, but they can be used to lie. And statistics is the biggest culprit. People like to use statistics as facts. They like to skew the statistics and they like to skew the measurements so they can tell whatever story they want to tell. Numbers do lie. Well, I guess a more accurate statement would be that numbers are used to lie, but numbers are absolute. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably the case. We're seeing a lot of weird weather, a lot of rain, and I don't find it as a coincidence that these data centers are consuming so much water that it's drying up bodies of water that's been resting for long periods of time. And then all of a sudden we're getting all this flooding, all this string of weird weather. I mean, literally a tornado popped up out of nowhere in San Antonio, Texas. Out of freaking nowhere. We've seen a lot of flooding in Texas. And it's weird because it's like, I mean, Texas doesn't necessarily have bodies of water like that. So I wonder why we're getting all this freaking rain. Now, it's not only Texas, but I'm trying to figure out, I mean, if there's going to be a data center in Texas, where are they going to put it? There's no water source here that I know of. I mean, outside of Galveston Beach, I think that's about it. And Corpus Christi, but they was talking about Corpus Christi is going to run out of water soon. Or that was like the headlines a while back. I don't know if that's still the case. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of people have been complaining about these data centers and saying that the data centers like the constant noise. And I think this was something that was reported in Georgia, that the constant noise is disrupting the ecosystem, the wildlife in the surrounding areas. I think I've seen something about the water being contaminated. There's noise and ecosystem impact. Yeah, because yeah, it seems like the data centers are really, you know, it's interesting that they're putting the data centers in Georgia like that. It's interesting that out of all the places in the world, Georgia is like the biggest focus. I find that very interesting. I wonder what was the driving force behind that decision. He said this walking funny tonight. Honestly, I don't believe that we're going to see any real moves tonight. It'll probably happen in Asia. I'm sorry, not Asia, London. London. We'll probably get something in London. Because like I said, the Nasdaq has been the weaker of the two. And that's pretty pitiful that the Nasdaq looks like that. It looks like the Nasdaq is just about to turn over, but that's not true. That's not the case here. It needs to break some structure before we can begin to trust any bearish momentum to the downside here. But like, okay, so like remember last night where the Nasdaq made it appear that it was going to go down last night. I think this is where we was at last night. Yeah, so like right here, and like I think we got in like right here, and then the market was coming down, and I'm pretty sure everybody remembered last night that if you were in this long, the way that this leg felt was that it was bearish. And I just looked at the charts and was like, dude, maybe at one point in time I would have believed it, but you have so much structure to the upside. You have all this bullish imbalance to the downside. I may get stopped out of this move, but there's no way that this thing is reversing. But it made people feel like we felt that this was going to go down just for it to do this shit. And of course, I got my profit target hit, like right here. I mean, shit, we was basically right here on the Nasdaq, and my profit target was at 77, and the market goes all the way and does this shit right here. So obviously, I took profits too soon. But the Nasdaq literally made you feel, or the Nasdaq literally made people feel that the market was going to short here. But we knew better. We knew better, Nasdaq. We knew better. What's up, Santiago? Yeah, Frank, that's actually something else too. I really don't. I mean, I understand that the quote unquote, I don't want to call them elite because these people are not elite. They just, the Epstein class, that class, they're so removed from reality. They're just like, let's just do shit and let's deal with the consequences if they arise. They don't care what happens to people that are on the ground. They don't care. Because if they did, these data centers wouldn't be going up, knowing that they disrupt the ecosystem. They take away from people like you and me. People have to now deal with the constant noise that comes from these data centers and the power consumption, the water consumption. People have to now be forced to be put on a water schedule while these data centers consume. Three to 5 million gallons of water per day. That is so insane. That is so insane. It consumes, and they're saying that in AI focused campuses like OpenAI, Nvidia, Meta, and Microsoft consume 5 to 10 million plus millions of gallons per day. Yeah. I mean, how are we supposed to live without our AI slop, cuh? How are you supposed to do that, cuh? I'm pretty sure everybody gets that reference. It's the cuh one, and what's the other one? Shit, what's the other one? There's another one. There's cuh, and then there's the other one. What's the other one? Hmm. Now that's gonna bother me because now I asked my brain a question and it's gonna keep running until it finds it. It's the cuh one, and then it's the other one. Okay. I wonder what they're gonna use. I wonder what they're going to use as an energy source. I wonder if it's going to be the just like the Matrix. It's like, well, we don't have energy no more, so now we're going to use human beings as the energy, as the batteries. Get plugged up into the Matrix. So there's lots of research into mini nuclear reactors. Would we feel comfortable having nuclear energy power our homes? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, wouldn't we have to have these nuclear facilities within city limits to be able to power the city and the state? And would people be comfortable with that? I mean, I guess I should say that. I mean, if this is something that's going to be implemented, people will. It's not like the government really gives people a choice. I mean, if they want to do something, they're just going to do it. We can ask. Now, if planes, so I'm pretty sure that planes and boats operate and they have insurance companies behind them. They like nobody is not going to send their planes to places uninsured. I'm going to assume that. Just like how the insurance companies aren't going to insure ships that try to go through the Strait of Hormuz. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for flights out to the Middle East. I'm pretty sure. I'm not certain. I'm just assuming based off of just common sense. But I would assume that. It says no global shutdowns. Flights still operate to most Middle Eastern countries. Air travel continues normally to UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Iran, if that's how you spell it, Oman, and Kuwait. These hubs remain fully operational. Airlines have suspended flights to conflict zone countries like Israel or Tel Aviv. Many major carriers have temporarily suspended or reduced services during periods of heightened conflict, like American Airlines, Delta, United, Lufthansa, Air France, KLM, British Airways, and Virgin Atlantic. These suspensions are not permanent, but they occur during escalation. I mean, it makes sense. Not only would you lose a plane, but you have to lose, let's just say that a drone or something. You don't like. There's certain risks that you don't want to take. That has no reward and so much risk. Being risk averse in situations like that is always going to be the go-to for these companies, because canceling a flight and possibly refunding people's money is always cheaper than having to settle with the loved ones of people that lose their lives on your flight. And then the backlash from all the media. No company would ever want that, because it's one of those things where you don't recover from. Everybody will always associate your airline with the death of their loved one. I don't remember. So American Airlines and United Airlines. Interesting. I'm surprised people still take these flights, honestly. I'm surprised. Surprised. Mm. Mm. Interesting. So, according to this AI tool, Copilot, it's saying that as of today, there have been no official peace talks. Wasn't this the reason why we had a rally today? That there were rumors that there were peace talks? I thought that was the reason why we rallied today. Interesting. You asked how the Top Step account is going? I think I'm halfway to the goal now. I'm halfway to the goal. I'm taking that. Well, I'm not really taking that account slow. It's just that I find myself not really trading in it for whatever reason. But I did catch the big move on Monday or Sunday, and then I caught the big move today. So I'm halfway done with it. I caught two big moves in that on the ES, trading 15 micro contracts, caught about I think 15 or 16 points for $1,800 wins. Yeah, sell the news. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm expecting. I think we continue to trend higher until the official news breaks. And then that's when we're going to see selling. And all the late buyers, which were early sellers, are going to buy the dip on it. But we know, I mean, if you've traded for more than a year, you know how this shit goes. The market has been doing the same thing for a very long time. It's kind of hard to imagine it doing anything different because it's been very consistent with how it responds to news events, how it responds to earnings. The market basically ranges until there's a news headlines that creates the expansion away from that consolidation range. Once the high from the news subsides, it creates a new range until the next news event comes out and we see the displacement from that range. I mean, it's pretty consistent with how it moves. And it doesn't, these grinding trends, how it grinds higher like we saw today. When it gets like this, it's like a train. It's hard to stop these grinding trends once it starts to grind higher. You can see that these bears tried to sell into it, and I mean, unless they took profits at the 21 EMA. I mean, if you're an experienced bear, if you're experienced, you know that if you can kind of get lucky to find yourself at the top of a trend, to take profits at EMAs, because you already know that that's where other people are taking profits. You know that that's where people are starting their positions, and if you just don't take your profits at these EMAs, it'll just become liquidity. I mean, this thing just, yeah, it's very consistent. Were you able to get one of those Top Step accounts, Didi, or do you still have your 250K Apex account? I know that Apex did a sale on their legacy accounts recently, and they said that they heard us and they're keeping them for a while, and that they're available. Like for me, that's gonna be my last Apex account. I'm intraday trailing drawdown accounts. No matter how big they are, I'm just going to stay away from them. I do still have my TPT account. I might have to cancel it, man. I don't think I'm going to pass it. I don't know if I'm going to pass it. Right at the 4,000, 5,000 mark, I just get tired of it. I just start not revenge trading, but over leveraging. Then obviously you over leverage just enough, you'll get stopped out, and then I start revenge trading in it, and then I'll blow the account. I just don't have making $9,000 just to pass an eval in me anymore. So congratulations. Oh, so Apex brought it back to trading the 7 days. You can't pass it in 1 day anymore. They're working on another one. Yeah, K Trader. Yeah. Yeah. Did you find yourself on the right side of the market today, or did you fight it? So Top Step is considering getting another labs. I don't know why they brought back that 25K static account lab, because they should have known that it didn't do good the first time. I mean, it sold out, but that 25K account sold out in seconds. They couldn't even keep that sale open. That's how you know that you had a great product. Let's see if Top Step is going to do the smart thing here and make it a permanent account, because that account sold off in seconds. They still trying to, I still got it. I got an email yesterday talking about, hey, we got 25K static accounts. Why don't you get you one? Why the fuck would I buy a 25K static account? What, for extra drawdown? For a static drawdown? For $75? Now, if you give me a 25K static account for 55 or $60, I mean, don't make your 50Ks and 25Ks damn near the same price and expect people to choose the 25K over a 50K, because that 25K static account is only going to be beneficial to good traders, profitable traders, consistent traders. Consistent traders aren't going to be trading on 25K static account. Everybody else blows 50Ks. So you give them $1,000 a drawdown, they're going to blow that shit. They're not going to buy it. Or you're not going to have it sell out the same way the 250K sold out. But I mean, it's their business. But I also understand that, sometimes these businesses, I mean, here's the thing that I don't get about businesses, man. It seems like a lot of them all do the same thing. They want your attention. They spend millions upon millions of dollars to learn and understand you. They collect your data, they go through that data, they make their decisions off of that data. And then once they get that data, they understand you, they give you what you want, and for whatever reason, because mind you, you have to remember all their decisions are based off of the data that they collected on you. And they fall under this false sense of, damn, I can do anything and they'll buy whatever product I sell them. And then they start giving you things that they want you to have. And then they're so surprised that, oh my God, they're not buying this product. Why are they not buying this product? And then their ego gets involved. And it's like, nah, those eaters, those peasants, those muggles, they're going to buy my product, whether they like it or not. And then they fall from grace. It just seems like that cycle happens again and again and again and again and again. Mind you, you have to remember that they spent millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to get your attention and for you to choose them over their competitors. It's just a crazy cycle that continues to happen. And then they think they're better than you for whatever reason, but they want your attention. Nice. What the fuck? I might be in the wrong. X. Politicians are very notorious for doing that too. All right, so let's see. So they're saying that Top Step, you said that Top Step is cooking up another lab. You said they posted on their X. Something about yeah, for whatever reason, I wasn't able to get into that. For whatever reason, my funded futures, they won't allow me to purchase any more accounts, and it's not like there's like a message or that I'm banned from that firm. It's more like that. It's more like whenever I try to purchase it, it says that it doesn't go through and I have to contact support. But when I contacted support, they was asking me all kind of stupid questions. So I was like, you know what? It's not that serious. Now, for 25K for $20, oh yeah. I mean, if that static account was like $50, I would give me a couple of those. I mean, shit, $50. Alfred, is it on Top Step? Is it on MP's I says loving you loving what? Loving you loving him? Loving you loving him? But I am most excited about lab drop number 3 coming in a few weeks. Make X do it again. Keep X. Make X do it again. Keep X. Mm. Was anybody affected by what happened with Top Step? How they were pulling thousands of dollars. They were charging traders thousands of dollars, overdrafting a lot of people's cards. Was anybody affected by that? So that's Josh. Mm. I do agree with that though. It would just so happen that we was looking at the I just so happened that I had my email open, and it dropped, and I was able to purchase me one. That was the only reason why I got one. And if I wasn't looking at my email at the time, I wouldn't have gotten it. Oh, yeah, everybody likes the 250K account. I mean, I think that's like the best account in the game right now. And if Top Step actually drops this account, I think the other prop firms are actually concerned, because they would have to drop a similar account to stay competitive. That was a really great account. It is a good account that that Top Step dropped. I'm surprised they dropped it like that. I'm surprised. Great price point, even though they could sell it for $800. They could sell it for $800, but they chose to sell it for $5. 10K drawdown. You gotta make 15K, $5,000 a daily loss limit. I mean, you can blow that. I mean, it's easily blown if you're over leveraging, but if you take it slow and trade it responsibly, it's a really good account for $500. Surprised they dropped it. Okay. All right, we'll see what they do with that. I mean, they have an opportunity to drop something great. See what they do. Well, we got to break above this high, so I'm just waiting for this thing to hit my profit target up here. I'm gonna let this trade run overnight. I have no confidence that or let me rephrase that. I feel confident that the bears won't be able to knock this thing down. I believe that a lot of people are coming into this session believing that the market is overextended and overbought, and that they're shorting into this move as it's trending to the upside. On social media, what I saw was that a lot of people was talking about how there was no pullback. And I think the market is now picking up that if it doesn't pull back, people will just impulsively short this move, generating the liquidity that it needs to move higher. Because that's what I saw. And if I was a programmer programming the algos that move this market, well, if people are impulsively shorting into a move because there's no pullback. Well, let's make the algos do that more often. Why not? It's their job to generate and locate liquidity and use that liquidity to move. Why not? Yeah, I missed that. I mean, shit, as a reward for watching Top Step TV. You believe the 300K Apex accounts? You know, that used to be my favorite account with Apex. That was my favorite go-to account with Apex. How often did we hit 20K in those accounts? My biggest blocker on those accounts was that I would do so good on those accounts, and for whatever reason I would get to like $19,000, and then all of a sudden I blow the account, and I would blow the account with profits. That was my biggest blocker in that account. And the accounts that I got to goal on those 300K accounts, mentally I was exhausted, that I just wanted to get over that buffer, because I was like, dang, I made 20K. Now I got to make an extra $7,500 with trailing drawdown. I just wanted to get over that buffer in the first day so I don't have to worry about it. And I would blow that account. Apex is the only firm so far that I have not received a payout. Them, and I mean, I don't really count Take Profit Trader, because I don't consider Take Profit Trader a firm that the only reason why I bought an account was because they did a 50% off. It's a damn. My boy Vintage making 5 figures. Yo, congratulations on that. So you got 400 points. Had a feeling that earnings was going to rip to these highs this week. You know, Vintage actually brings up a very good point. When you see, kind of like what the ES did before that pop, gold does this a lot. If you're a gold trader, you know that gold does this a lot. When you see consolidation for prolonged periods of time, the market is gearing itself to move higher. And you can kind of see that this consolidation right here, this is probably 1, 8. It consolidated right here. It broke. It pulled back literally to the 50% of that range right there. And it just took off from there. It just took off. So usually when I see consolidation, and this is another good example of, I mean, we saw the consolidation here. We saw the break. We saw the pullback. Let's see if it does it again. Not necessarily 50% to the T, but same thing. And this is on the ES though. On the Nasdaq, you know, honestly, with the Nasdaq, we know that the Nasdaq can move up like this, but sometimes it's not obvious, as like on the ES or on gold, because you really don't. Well, the Nasdaq makes these funky ranges, and for me personally, I don't ever consider, even though technically this is a range with the Nasdaq, I don't consider it a range. And I'm not saying that it's not a range. I'm just saying that my mind doesn't consider this a range. So when it makes moves like this, it's like, oh shit. But, you know, technically, I mean, it broke above these highs and it started the trend. Nasdaq makes these ugly ass ranges. It's pretty obvious on the ES and gold. Pretty obvious, but Again, congratulations on that vintage. 5K days, 5-figure days. You know, I was telling my trading partner earlier today, I was like, man, today, like today, there's no reason why I shouldn't be up 10K right now. There's no reason why I should be up 10K, but I think across accounts today, I'm probably close to 5K up today across accounts, but I'm not up 10K in one account. I should be up 10K in one account. The market moved just enough to be up at least 10K in one account. And shit, our boy Vintage, he said he made 24K today. So dang, hold on. So you bought, oh no, so you bought the 300K and you were trading MES. So how many contracts were you trading? How many contracts were you trading? Oh no, you were trading 300? 300 contracts? 300, oh, so that's like 30 minis. Honestly, if you're going to trade that many micro contracts, because you have to remember that Apex especially has high commissions for micros. It's abnormally high. Tradify too. They have these high commissions for micros. You probably lost a lot of money on micros. Like for Tradify, if I open, so because I trade 15 micros on my Tradify account, this is how I know this. Every time I open up a trade with 15 micros, it's $30 of commissions. Let's actually look at this. Let's look at this. Let's ask this AI tool. Oh shit. Well, I just got filled. I just got filled on that. You lost majority of your money, or you spent majority of your money on commissions, and I know that. So apparently you spent at least 200. Hold on. So apparently, according to this tool, you spent $390 in just commissions. And then you also have to put into account that if the market went up and it pulled back, you have trailing drawdown as well. You have a trailing drawdown on that account. Yeah, dude, it's like $390 just on the commissions. All right, so I got stopped out on my trailing stop. I'm up about $500 on that play. I'm up about $1,300, so I'm halfway to goal on this account right now. Honestly, I would have stayed in that trade, but that ATM strategy has a trailing stop on it, and I was too lazy to readjust it or take it off. So I was hoping that the market would just push higher and my stop could trail it, but as soon as my stop popped up, I got. You said, is that for DP? What's DP? Or our daily profit? So I'm willing to probably put like another contract on maybe, but I'm just gonna probably go to bed. I don't think I'm gonna put on another contract because if I do, then I'll probably try to stay up with it. So, this is what I'll do. If this contract doesn't get filled in the next couple of minutes, if it doesn't get filled in the next couple of minutes, then if it doesn't get filled in the next couple of minutes, then I'll just pull this order. I don't think the market pulls back though. I mean, that'll be like 5 points. I don't think it pulls back. So I don't think I will get filled here. Is that for a daily payout? No. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the nano contracts. Honestly, I think that'll be a waste of time. That'll be a waste of time. With these prop accounts, I know that a lot of people have different opinions about these prop accounts, but these firms have made it very clear that 2% of traders get paid out. I'm one of them. Our boy Alfred, I think everybody here has gotten a payout, consistently gotten paid out. And we can tell you this, you're not getting no payout trading on nano contracts. You're definitely wasting your time. You can probably get away with trading some micro contracts. And if you're trading micro contracts, I feel that you're focusing more on the process and that you're going to get a payout by following your process, by coming in and doing the same thing on a consistent basis. Everybody else is playing the prop firm game. You win some, you lose some. If you can survive long enough to get a payout, that's the name of the game. But these nano contracts, I feel like nano contracts would be for someone like myself if I were to open a personal account and I could have something smaller than a micro. So if I have a growth account, a $500 growth account, trading nano contracts will be beneficial to somebody like myself trading a $500 growth account. But I'm not going to trade no nano account and no prop account. That is, nah. Yeah, it's good for personal accounts. Yep. Yeah, I mean, as long as it makes sense. Because the futures market is very dangerous. It is super dangerous. You can hurt yourself. The futures market, you can leave with less money than you put into this market. You can put $5 into this market and leave being negative 10K. And you're going to have to delete the app. So they can't find you when they send the margin call, you have to delete the app. Oh man. Looks like I'm going to pay for not taking off my I made $500, so I shouldn't be too sad about it. But man, I could have made so much more. I have my TP at 98. I think we go there. It's like, oh no, I owe my brokerage about $10,000. What should I do? Have you tried deleting the app? Brokerages hate this. It's like, damn it, they did the one thing. Now we can't collect on our money. They deleted the app. Yeah, dude, that is insane, man. I know, man. That's insane. That is insane, dude. I don't know, man. So once I finally start, cause I think Top Step I think Top Step is promoting getting a free 50K combine if you open up a brokerage account with them, set up, pay out the brokerage, deposit $100, and I think take a trade. I think once you complete all of those steps, they'll give you a free 50K combine. Eventually, I'll do that. Eventually. But that is true though, man. Like just imagine holding all day. Imagine catching a move like we caught today. And you're thinking like, damn, I'm up 500 points and you only get like $100 for that shit. But like I said, it is good for people with growth accounts though. It is good. But man, stuff like that only makes sense if prop accounts don't exist. Me personally, I know people have opinions about trading their own money, but me personally, I sleep better at night knowing that my money is not exposed to these Trump markets. I sleep better at night. If I lose an account, all I lost was the amount of money that I paid for it. I've seen too many horror stories of people transitioning from trading props to trading their personal account and losing 20K because it is different. It's not a lot of prop traders think that the way that they trade their prop account is the same way that they trade their personal account, and in theory it should be the same in theory, but it's not. And once people get hit by that tilt bug and then you realize that, oh shit, I just lost $1,000 of my own money, 9 times out of 10 they go into tilt mode and they trade until the account is dead. And that's usually what I see. Usually. And for the people that, when they do break even, or the people that are lucky enough to break even, what usually happens, they put themselves right back in the same situation. Right back. So, like I said, I sleep better at night knowing that I can just buy a prop account and possibly lose $100 at the most if I'm wrong, versus my own hard-earned money. It's my personal opinion, though. It's not an attack towards anybody. It's just my personal beliefs. Yeah. Well, yeah, I might as well pull this order. The ES is not about to come back. It's not about to come back. Yeah, I mean, I can see it that way. Prop accounts, depending on how you use prop accounts, I can definitely agree that if you're a process driven trader that is conditioning your style to transition over to your own personal account, I can see that. But we all know how majority of traders trade their prop accounts. They're full porting, they're DCAing into the position. No one thinks about commissions. Nobody thinks about commissions. Or let me rephrase that, because that's an absolute, that's wrong. Majority of prop traders don't think about commissions. A lot of these markets are, I mean, I think if you're trading the ES and Nasdaq, I mean, you might get more slippage on the Nasdaq but slippage is a big thing. It's real. Slippage is real. Well, I guess it really depends on whatever platform you're using. You can hard code the amount of slippage that you're willing to accept. Like in NinjaTrader 8, I believe I had it hard coded for like 2 or 3 ticks of slippage at most. And if it goes beyond that, it won't fill the order. I've had a lot of orders not fill because of that, though. Especially when you get these momentum pushes, stop runs, sweeps, it'll run right through my order and not fill that shit. And that used to piss me off. But I know that for the most part, I'm not going to get into a bad move. Like, I forgot which account it was, but I was trading silver when silver died down. I got into silver. I don't know why or how it filled my order, but let's just say that silver was so illiquid that I got in right here. It filled me right here. And I was down about like $500. I was down $500. And I was like, dude, how the hell did that even happen? How did that happen? And I had to waiting for price to get back to break even and kind of go underneath my break even just to be able to close it. This was not on a personal account, this was on a prop account. But it's so illiquid. It was so illiquid that I opened up the position and I was negative in the position. Crazy. Ah, shit. You know what? GK Trades, we was actually talking about that. If I can simplify this for you, you said that looking for the direction is, well, let me ask you, so are you trading the Nasdaq or if you're trading the ES? If you're trading the Nasdaq, I would recommend going to the ES. I feel that if you don't have a solid foundation of market structure and basic market mechanics, the Nasdaq is probably the worst place to start. It's the worst place to start because, like I said, with the ES, you can see the structure. With the Nasdaq, not so much. Not so much. Over time, you can see the structure with the Nasdaq, but when you're trading the Nasdaq in real time, the structure is not 100% obvious because the Nasdaq can do something like where it ranges like this, where we see this rotation, this range right here, and then we see this move up, and then we're thinking, oh, we should go long just for it to go short. And then as it trades back into the area of supply, you'll get these little small moves, but then it goes long. And you kind of have to be mindful of the overall picture with the Nasdaq and have a little bit of experience, and still that can not be enough on the Nasdaq. You're trading the ES. So here's some tips on the ES. We all know that the ES is not necessarily a fast moving instrument. It's 500 companies that it has to consider. So the great thing about being an ES trader is that this market is not only stable, but it does the same thing every day because a lot of it's just an algorithm heavy instrument. It's very stable and it does the same thing. Here's what I look for with the ES. And this is the reason why I took this trade. The first thing you always want to do on the ES is look for your ranges. Ranges are literally cheat codes on the ES. It's literally a cheat code. The breakout pullback trade on the ES is undefeated. Your range, your breakout, your pullback, go. Another thing that you need to pay attention to is, where are your EMAs? Where's the 21 EMA, and how is price reacting to the 21 EMA? Is price above the 21 EMA? Well, you have to respect that. You can't short. I mean, I guess you can short, but your feelings will be hurt. You can't short while price is above the 21 EMA. You can't go long when price is underneath the 21 EMA. That 21 EMA and the ES are like best friends, Bonnie and Clyde almost. They work together. A lot of how I learned to trade the ES, the person that taught me was, if you see a break, well, let me just say that. Let me just say this first. Learn the range, learn the breakout pullback first, because this is more of a scalping advanced technique, where a lot of traders will wait for the break of the 21 EMA, and they will put their sell stop underneath that candle and get triggered this way for a quick scalp, and they will trade until the next level like this. They would wait for the bears breaking above or breaking below the EMA, the bears pulling back to the 21 EMA for short, the bears going higher, and if they fail, or actually, so they break the 21 EMA, they pull back to the 21 EMA, the bears fail, the market goes higher, and this is what people are looking for. They got their buy stop above this high. If the bears would have failed here, they would have got triggered in long, buying into their shorts. Let's actually see if the market breaks out above this level. You see right there? Right there. That's what all majority of professional old-time ES traders are looking for. They're looking for a break of that high, and they're looking for this move right here. The ES has been doing this for 20 years, according to the person I learned from. Here's another range breakout pullback right there. You got your consolidation, your range, you have your breakout, you have a pullback back into this area. And if you held this contract for a retest of this high from this area, 64, there's about what, a 20-point move right here for a retest of this high. Honestly, this is the only trade you really need, in my opinion. The breakout pullback trade on the ES is literally all you need, in my opinion. Everything else, I mean, you can trade everything else. You can become aggressive with the ES, but I believe this is all you need. I mean, this is what I do in the accounts that I don't trade on stream. I set limits, and this is another one right here where we got this range, we got the breakout, the pullback, and we got the move higher. This is what I do in the accounts that I don't trade on stream, because it's a very passive, very consistent strategy. Range, break, retest of the high. It's so easy, dude. It's so easy. Yeah, that's exactly right, Alfred. I find myself finding the trend more often on the Nasdaq. I feel more comfortable fighting the trend on the Nasdaq. You will never see me fight the trend on the ES because I just know that if I fight the ES, that I'll just become a liquidity donation. I know better on the ES. I can get away with it on the Nasdaq. And as I say it that way, it kind of reminds me of what I told you guys last night about kids, and if you let them get away with shit, they'll continue to do things and see how far they can go. On the Nasdaq, that's exactly how I am. It's like, okay, I mean, I'll fight this trend. I'll do it, and I'll make money. And I know that I'll make way less money than I would if I were to trade with the trend. But with the Nasdaq, sometimes the Nasdaq could just be so nasty. If you try to trade with it, it'll pull back and stop you out and go in that direction. I prefer to trade those moves. The moves that are designed to stop traders out that are trading in the right direction before it makes the real move. I like trading these types of trades. So like if the market is going higher, I like to trade these on the Nasdaq. Even though I'm making way less money, it's just I'm more comfortable doing it this way versus trying to get into it long and then get caught and get stopped out just for it to go in my direction. Yeah, I mean, shit, it's no problem. GK trades. I mean, like I said, I feel more comfortable doing it that way. I just feel more comfortable doing it way. The Nasdaq she's just so nasty. And as I said, when looking for a range on the Nasdaq, I feel like the Nasdaq makes more. I mean, it'll range, but it's not going to break out and pull back to a range. Like, let's just like this range, this pre-market range. You can see that it broke out, but then when it pulled back, instead of coming to like the 50%, it just ran the liquidity. And then it goes down, and then it does stuff like this. Even though the market is in a downtrend, it had this bullish move. It takes out the liquidity above these highs. It made it feel like the bears were in control. It pops right back up, then it goes down, and it pops right back up. If you're trading with the trend on this, that can be very frustrating. And that's why, for the most part, I'll try to catch these moves when I'm trading the Nasdaq versus trying to trade with the direction. I just don't feel comfortable with it. I just don't. That's why I trade the Nasdaq for entertainment purposes. The Nasdaq will never be, or let me rephrase that, never is an absolute. I gotta stop doing that. Moving forward, I'm not trading the Nasdaq in any of my funded accounts. I would be highly upset with myself if I were to lose an account trading the Nasdaq. And for the most part, the Nasdaq, you can just get hit with a random candle, and it just, depending on how your position in the move, you can sustain a huge loss or you'll just blow the account. And the Nasdaq will take away weeks of work in literally a session. Like today, a lot of people blew their accounts on the Nasdaq. A lot of people probably blew their accounts on the ES because it just kept going higher. Now, GK trades, another thing about the ES that you have to be mindful of. If the ES did not create a reversal pattern, you should not be trading against the direction that it's trading in. I know it's scary. I know it's uncomfortable. Like I said, I trade the ES. That's the only thing that I don't like about the ES is how slow it feels. Because once it starts to barcode, it can feel like, man, this thing's going to hit my stop. But 9 times out of 10, it won't. If you stay with the 21 EMA, if you trade in the direction of the 21 EMA at an optimal area, it's going to do something like this, and then you're just going to get a big move higher. You can just look at an ES chart and see that it doesn't randomly just reverses. It creates a reversal pattern like this one right here. This is a great reversal pattern. Lower low in price. It breaks the trend. The bulls fail to take it higher. We have a lower low in price. It takes out that trap high, that right there. And this is the money trade. That's the reversal right there. That's the reversal. The only thing is that you have to be patient for it. You have to be patient for it, but that is the reversal pattern right there. It's the reversal pattern. A drop, it breaks the trend, fails to take it higher, lower low in price, takes out that trap high, and then bam. That's the reversal pattern. If you don't see that, you shouldn't be going in the opposite direction of the market on the ES. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. You can kind of see like a big one right there, pulls back, drops, lower low in price, pulls back to the area where it originates from the move, it drops, you get an extra one right there, it takes out the liquidity underneath that low, and then you see price take out this high. You see the EMAs are sloped to the upside. You see the pullback to the EMAs, and you can just ride that trend. I can understand why people felt the need to short this move, but oh, is that Smith?
What up? Yeah, I'm late to the party.
Yeah, you really late. I'm about to in about a few minutes.
I was surprised you're still on.
Yeah, I usually, like, for whatever reason, I usually end at 10, but it just moved to 10:30 for whatever reason. So I was like, all right, fine. I mean, since I'm up, I might as well just wait until 10:30. Sometimes I go to 11. It's like, dude, when did I become this night owl? Like, when did I become this person? And I'm a night owl now.
You've been sharing the strat with your community.
Yeah, especially ES. That's why they call me ES. Dude, at one point in time, I was like, yeah, I'm about to be the best ES trader. I just hate how the ES moves, man. I hate it. Just hate it. Just hate it.
There's no shame there. I hate it too. I hate when I'm forced to trade it and it moves the way it does.
Yeah.
I mean, not like last session. Last session was, like I said earlier, it's like one of those once in a month, 2 month type of moves where it just dominates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, damn, ES, I wasn't familiar with your game. You looking real good right now, baby. Come over here. Let me talk to you. Let me whisper up in your ears a little bit. What's up, girl? That's how the ES was moving today. Made me reconsider. It's like, damn, why am I even trading the Nasdaq? Should be ES anonymous, damn it. But Will, I traded on a 100K account. I went over this yesterday, so I'll go over it again. I don't look at it in terms of how many contracts. I look at how many trades I want to take in the account, and this can be different for you, but for me, I only want to take one trade a day in my accounts. So that's where I start. I have, as an example, on a 50K, you have $3,000 of drawdown. If I want to be in the account for 2 weeks, I just divided by 9. I have $333 of risk. Now, it's up to you how you want to split that risk. If you just want to risk $333 in a trade, then you would adjust your contract size and your stop size according to how much risk you have available. So as an example, and this is just an example, if you want a 15-point stop, then you have to calculate how many contracts I can trade so I can have a 15-point stop that's going to equal to $333. That's how I determine how many contracts that I will trade per account. Now, if I want to take 2 trades in a session and only have it for 9 days or whatever, then that means that I have to split the 33 in half if I want to take 2 trades. And then I have to readjust my contracts to accommodate for a 15-point stop loss that will equal $166. And that's how I determine my risk per trade. Hopefully that helps. You say you don't make good decisions on the ES. I mean, I don't know, man. I would be a super ES trader if, I mean, the ES has gotten a lot better. I mean, we have to give ES her flowers. She's gotten a lot better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's gotten
like
a lot
I said,
better.
When we first met, or not met, but found out that we both was trading futures, I was like, he's like, yeah, what you trade? I'm like, man, I'm in NQ. He's like, what, NQ? Oh, how could you trade NQ? Da 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 da. I'm like, what you trade? Oh, I'm ES. ES. The ES.
The ES, baby.
That thing slow as a snail. How do you make any money? It moves 4 points a day.
You do. That did move 4 points a day.
I mean, this was like years ago
Yeah.
when the ES was just so, man, I was like, I don't know how you do that. Like, I need some movement in my life. I need NQ.
Yeah. Tell them what happened when you introduced me to the NQ. Smith is the reason why I'm addicted to it.
I'm your pusher.
Like, what the hell?
Introduce him to that Nasdaq.
That Nasdaq. When New York opens, always trade as Nasdaq. Like, oh shit, this is what I was missing out on.
Yeah, man, that's it. But yeah, it has gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
it has. I will admit it. I still don't like trading it though.
Yeah, me neither. But yeah, I don't like it. I mean, yeah, I still don't like it. I don't like it. But my cortisol isn't high.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, dude, you open up a position, it's like, oh my god, how long is this gonna be? Is the Nasdaq gonna run to my target, or is she gonna try to, like, dude? There's so many possibilities that the Nasdaq can just do you so dirty. Do you so dirty? It gets to the point it's like, dude, I can't. I don't feel comfortable opening up a big position on the Nasdaq. I just don't.
Yeah. I want to get back to the days where I was trading minis.
Yeah.
On the Nasdaq. Like it was nothing too. Yeah. I was trading a personal account. I had like 2 minis, 3 minis.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back to that. But now that I have more knowledge, I'm like, yeah, my personal account's gonna need to be at least over 6 figures for me to open up one E-mini contract. She can be ruthless if you're wrong.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Get stubborn. Yeah. Nope.
Oh shit! Tell him. I was telling him a little bit about your victory today, man. But tell him about your victory.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was really a moral victory. I didn't chase I didn't FOMO, even though I missed like the first however many hundreds of points that happened in the market, the move. I was like, well, we're just gonna get in on the pullbacks and hope that this thing keeps going up. Well, actually, I wouldn't say hope, but because it was a trending day, so I kind of figured we've seen these days before.
Yeah.
So we kind of knew what to expect. But yeah, I ended up making $400 in the personal account. So, that's what's up. I did after we got off. I did go back in for more.
Yeah, I figured, man. I figured. I was like, dude, he's gonna talk about, yeah, I'm gonna just accept this win, and I was like, dude, all right. All right.
No, I was like chilling for a little bit, but I was still watching the market, and I was like, let me just put this one trade on. So yeah, I did go back in for more. So I ended up with 400 instead of 3.
Nice. Yeah, I did the same thing with the ES trade right before nap time.
Yeah, and honestly, you don't really even need minis. I mean, I guess minis are cheaper in terms of the fee or the commissions, because micros do rack up. They do rack up them commissions. But you could just add, instead of 1 minis, do 10 micros if you want to stick to the equivalent, but it will be a little slightly more expensive.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, that mini and micro debate, it's honestly, I mean, to simplify that debate, or at least I've simplified it to myself, if you can't trade more than 5 minis, if your account can't handle it, then you should stick with micros. And because you don't want to have a single point of failure, at least you can take profits along the way versus only having maybe 1 or 2 contracts and having to rely on the market to hit those areas just for you to get some profits.
Yeah.
So reverse 980 9820. I'm just call you reverse. So you asked for like a simple strategy on the ES. Yeah, so we went over that maybe before you came in, but the strategy that I started with was the break and retest. Look for your ranges. Look for your breaks. Now, obviously, in this situation, you kind of have to look for the context, because this is technically a range right here. And obviously it broke down, but you kind of have to look at where the origin of the move is. Like, this is another range. This is your range. This range, the breakout.
I'll be right back.
All right, boom. Well, all right. And the pullback is a very simple and effective strategy. If this is the only trade that you take on the ES, you're probably super profitable, because it has great risk to reward. You already know that the market is already trading in this direction. So all you have to do is wait and be patient for the pullback, because it's coming. The ES is so systematic. It does this every day. It does it every session. You just have to be patient for it. And that's going to be the biggest blocker that you'll have with this strategy, is being patient for it. You have to overcome FOMO, all that other stuff. Like, fear is probably the biggest blocker in any instrument that you'll trade. And I'm saying that from experience, just fear. My biggest fear that I had for a very long time was fear of success, because if you don't have your ego in check, when you're successful, your biggest fear is failing, not being able to reproduce that success. That was a big one for me, a really big one. And because of that fear, I would try to prove to myself that I can be profitable outside of this strategy right here. And I've done it. I'm not going to sit there and say that I haven't. But if I just stick with this strategy, it's so consistent. I could just make unlimited source of money. It's so consistent. And this is the breakout pullback. This is the trade that I actually was in at the start of the stream, was this breakout pullback. I just found the range. We see the breakout. It takes out structure, pulls back. I got in, and I got an easy winner. I think it was like 12 or 13 points, a $500 winner on 8 micro contracts. And I based my contract size based on the amount of points that I want to risk and the money that I'm risking on the trade. And that's how I came up with 8 micro contracts. I believe I'm only risking $168 per trade with a 21 tick stop. I can tighten up that stop and add more contracts, but I found that if I'm wrong or if I'm right and the market is just kind of being nasty and breaking like extra running liquidity, and then it runs in your direction, I found that about 18 ticks, it'll probably stop at 16 ticks past an area of support and then go. And 16 ticks is like 4 points. So 4 points, and it's like 4 points and 2 ticks, I think. Yeah, 4 points and 2 ticks. So I add to that. It's for 21 ticks, just for safety. I feel comfortable trading with 21 tick stop, and that usually works out. So that's how many contracts I trade. In this, I think this is a 50K account. In the 100K account, I think I risk more because I have to make more. I think I trade with 15 contracts with a $400 loss, a $400 stop. Yeah, $400 stop. Where's the other one that we saw? Oh, and this is another one. This is a range. The range right here. The break, the pullback. And if you took this breakout pullback trade right here, it was literally the start of the move for today. Another range, breakout, pullback. It allowed you to double dip in the same range. The first time, it was a great entry. Depending on how big your stop was, you could have gotten stopped out of this one. Now, let me see if I would have gotten stopped out if I took it at the 50. Yeah, it would have stopped me out on this one if I took it here. Another range right here is it broke out and it pulled back into this range right here, and it did this move right here. So yeah, that's a simple strategy. Hopefully that helps. The breakout pullback trade. On the MNQ, you only use micros. Honestly, with the MNQ, like I said, I'm more of a mean reversion trader on the MNQ. I'm a mean reversion trader on the MNQ. I prefer to fight the trend. I prefer to catch the moves against the move. That's what I prefer to do. It says do it now. Maybe I should, right? Maybe I should. Maybe I should take the time to do that. And shit, now that AI is available, I can have AI do majority of it. Honestly, I guess I could do that.
Do what?
Make like a master class, like a course or a presentation explaining what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And charge $999 and 99 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A trend line course.
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 trend line course.
I mean, just because I value you guys as viewers, I'll take 1 cent off. $999 that $1,000 course, but because I value as customers or as viewers, $999.99. You better act fast because it'll be gone. You better act fast. We'll throw that penny back on. You're gonna have to pay that full $1,000. You better act fast. Yeah. You know, we was actually talking about that, man. Y'all appreciate that. That was a running joke on this stream for a while. I'm not a person that hates on nobody's hustle. I mean, shit, if people pay for it, hey, I'm not gonna hate on that. But yo, if you're spending what, 5,000, 10,000, or how much money that she was charging for her trendline course, let's just be honest. That was not no freaking. You didn't buy it because it was a trading course. You bought it for something else. Trading with titties strikes again. Trading with titties. Trading with titties.
5K? No way. You can't be serious.
I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 10K or something crazy like that.
For a trendline course? You go watch a YouTube video on that.
Dude, people was buying it. I mean, like I said, you can't hate on it. I mean, I guess you can, but
I'm not no hater of anybody's hustle either, but I'm just like, bro, y'all gotta have some common sense out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean. Oh my God, my first steps become profitable trader. I thought it was like 10K. I mean, because this was a joke for a while. That was like 10K or something like that.
Access now.
Then there was like a wait list too on it.
Did you see the video where the dude asked her? She was getting interviewed, and he asked her like, "What are futures?" And she was like, "I don't know, but I trade them." What? You can't even answer that simple question. That's crazy.
The trendline circle. The trendline trading program. I just want to see how much it costs. Yeah. Like I said, man, like, I mean, she's not selling a trading course. Not for that much. She's not selling a trendline course.
I mean, it's a nice little website, but that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah. Okay, well. Honestly, the main reason why I don't do this is because, I mean, I show up on stream for you guys all the time. When I'm trading the ES, that's when I'm trading professionally. When I'm trading the Nasdaq, it's like, okay, yeah, it goes to gambling real quick. It goes to gambling real quick. But I mean, for the most part, it's all here on stream.
See my trade journal? I'm streaming it in the Discord.
Are you?
Yeah. I didn't even know I took 10 trades.
All right. Want to talk about it? Go through it? It's on stream now.
Not really.
Well, she's on stream now, so if you don't want to talk about it.
No, I'm saying like you be asking for like the thing to update your slides. I'm like, well, take a screenshot of it now while you have the chance, because I don't know. It was just, like I said, it was just a really good day. I didn't chase anything. I was still able to come out making some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all yours too, man. So yeah, it's all your money. It's all your money. Oh, it's my money and I want it now. All I gotta do is keep it, man. Preserve it. Our boy Smith said that old gambling, chasing Smith, that person's buried in the backyard right now. That's what our boy Smith said. Hopefully he doesn't turn into the Walking Dead, a zombie, and come back to life and get a hold of your trading account. Because you know people do that. People invest from the grave nowadays. You know that.
Yeah. I believe that's out of my system. I mean, I've had to sit on the sidelines for like, feels like months, but
Yeah.
I know it wasn't that long, but that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So I kind of have a different perspective. So when the market was shorting and you was like, please tell me, please tell me you're in this. I was like, nah, man, I'm just watching. I mean, that I felt some type of way. I did want to be a participant and a part of those glorious shorts that happened like just a couple weeks ago or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, nah. I'm just watching.
Yeah.
Just watching from the sidelines. And that kind of changed something in me. I'm just like, all right, enough is enough. Let's set out what we set to do, grow this account.
Yeah.
Try to reach my goal, my first goal. Get it to that 6 figures.
Mm-hmm.
And then go on from there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to be. Like, I mean, honestly, it's kind of disgusting. I looked at my Tradify account and I had the toggle button show to hide failed accounts, and I untoggled that button, and my God, a sea of red. In that moment, I felt so embarrassed. No one saw it. I was embarrassed for myself. I was like, damn. And I looked at my my P&L calendar, and it's the same thing. I mean, I kind of talked about it early in the stream, but I do so good up until like $5,000, $6,000, and then for whatever reason, I get close to the goal. I just want to be done with it, and that's when I start to over leverage. I take a big losing day. I hit daily loss limit, and then the next day I'm trying to, because it's like, man, I was just up $6,000. I just lost $2,500 in this account. I got to make this money back just to get back on track, and now it's going to take longer to pass this account. And it's the same thing. It's just, that's why I'm just not going to buy any big accounts moving forward, because it's just so much trading, and I just don't want to do it anymore. All that work for no pay. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I've had that account since May of 2025. So that account is more than a year old. It's crazy. The only reason why I keep it is because it's 100 and is a 150K with 100 and I got it for it's like a 50% off. So the account is normally like $300 or $200, and it rebuilds at that 50% discount at $180. So I was like, well, I might as well just keep it. Just see it as a cost. But I had that account for more than a year. Keep doing the same shit into it. It's the same thing to it. Yeah, it does. He said it's helpful time frame. Oh, what's up?
Let me ask you something. The candles on the side, like the higher time frame candles.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is that? That's in TradingView, right?
Yeah, it's in TradingView. It's the it's the TTM. Yeah.
Okay, it's different.
Is that the one that you have or what?
No, mine is HTF Candle Insights.
Oh.
Yeah, yours is different. I like that it has the times.
Oh, yours don't have it?
Nah, this one's just no.
I mean, this one is highly customizable. You can put how many candles you want. This is a maximum number of historical candles to display. So I put 7, but if I want, I can probably put like 12. And well, let's see if it actually even does it. Okay, yeah, so it gives me like 12 candles. but I think 7 is pretty cool. It offsets it, you can color it the way you want, and then it automatically adjusts it. So if I'm on a 5-minute, it'll go to the 15. If the time frame is less than 15 minutes, it'll go to the 15. If it's greater than less than an hour, or I'm sorry, greater than an hour, all that.
Yeah, that one's actually better. Let me look at mine, because I think the only options to customize is just like, I mean, you can put how many candles you want. You select the time frame, and it only shows that time frame. Yeah, that's about it. It's a very simple version. So you said TTM?
Yeah, so it's called TTM. Actually, maybe I can kind of post it in the chat. Let me see if I can just post it.
HTF candle overlay. All right.
You found it?
Yeah, I'm gonna delete this one because let me see if I can find it first.
You said, did I build an indicator? Yeah, I built the session candle maker and the session range maker. Santiago was kind enough to share his strategy with us, and I just put this into Claude and it built the indicator. What it does is it just marks out this range, the pre-market range. It marks out. Oh shit! Where the hell is it at? Oh, hold on. Where the hell is it at? Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it marks out this pre-market range. And then it also marks out the first candle and the last candle of the session. Yeah, ES is definitely going to trade higher. It kind of sucks that I got stopped out of it, but I'm not going to complain more. I shouldn't complain about it. I got a 12, 13 point winner on the ES. I was hoping that we would see a stronger trend, but we're seeing a lot of orders at 7,800, so I think the market at least gets close to 7,800. We'll see what happens. Yeah. You plan on trading the London session, or what do you plan on doing?
Nah, probably not. I kind of already missed the pre-market move. I felt like I should have got it. I mean, it would have been like 100 points, which I mean, that's good, but or a little over 100 points. But yeah, I might just, I don't know, because I want to be in tomorrow's session, New York session. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like in a few minutes, I'm about to go to bed. But I mean, we know that even though it's been difficult as of late, you're still going to see most movement in New York, even if the price action itself kind of sucks.
Yeah, London session is not how it used to be. It's actually kind of a letdown.
Oh, is
like
it?
You stay up for it, and it's just like yeah.
Oh well, okay. I forgot. With the Nasdaq, I found that the Nasdaq likes to trade. It's like a liquidity. She's like a liquidity digger, a gold digger, stop digger, whatever you want to call her. She just runs back and forth to liquidity. So I found that on the Nasdaq, and someone asked if I had a simple strategy for the Nasdaq. I forgot. It's the initial balance, or not the initial balance range, the Nasdaq respects the initial balance range almost to the T. Like right here, if you cut like the only time you see red candles is when the market ran the high of the initial balance and you got a quick 64, you got a quick 50 points, and that was probably, I mean, you got a red candle here, but this was probably the easiest short right here at the initial balance high. The market ran through SD1 and we're seeing the market reject at SD2. The initial balance high, the initial balance is what you should be focusing on if you trade the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq also likes to react at these imbalances. You'll see the market will make these, it will create these imbalances, and the market will come back into these imbalances and react from them. You can see right here that the market actually pulled back into this 15 imbalance that's nested inside of a 1 hour imbalance that had a 5-minute imbalance nested within the 15-minute imbalance. And you can see that the market traded perfectly into the 15-minute portion of it, and we're seeing the market grind higher here. So that's another simple strategy for the Nasdaq, but it also requires you to be patient. You have to wait until 9:30 to trade versus, I mean, you can get in whenever you want. I know it's a very addictive, it's an addictive feeling to get in at open because of all that volatility, but if you wait until 9:30, you can find cleaner trades. You can be more confident in the setup because it created a range, and if you can find a range on the Nasdaq, you can trade the 50%, you can trade the failed breakdown of the low, and you can trade the failed breakdown of the high. You can trade the breakout or the breakdown or the failure at the 50. Once you get the Nasdaq in a range, she's more easier to trade. But when she's just trending and it feels like there's no structure, for the most part, it feels like gambling. For the most part, at least it does to me. So, and hopefully that helps somebody tonight.
Hey,
go ahead.
Yeah, one last thing. I know y'all broke up, but take a look at a GC chart.
Nah.
Just take a glance at it. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, you're in October now. God damn. This is why we broke up.
Like she didn't have this reaction during NY. It was actually kind of lackluster. Then you get to the pre-market and she just rips.
And Pusha B is at it again.
That's all I'm saying. All I said is just take a look.
Yeah, take a look, man. Got my bitch bad.
What you will, just take a look.
I'm looking at it, it's like, dang, gold didn't look this good when I was trading her. And she got the cute toes. She looked good. Oh dang, I gotta send her a text. now I gotta send the text. Yeah, what's up? Long time. What's up, big head? All that. You wanna come over to my place and stop me out?
That's what I should have been focusing on.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, you try to stay with one instrument, but I like to go to the instruments that's moving to get you paid.
Yeah. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot, man. I just crush a lot. I mean, sometimes Nasdaq, sometimes the ES. I mean, dude, like the ES is probably like the bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry, but it's like when all the other ones are like really pissing me off, it's like, damn, you just need you just need that security after being in a toxic relationship. You need somebody to hold you and listen to your and tell you that everything's gonna be okay. just to give you that confidence so you can go right back into the toxicity. That's the ES, man. Yep. Alfred said ES is a put. NQY, baby, please. Baby, please. Don't do this. Gold. Oh, gold. Oh, no. Gold, why are you doing this? Why?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yo, the gold, like, man, sometimes gold make me want to. I think I've hired several hitmen to go after gold in Nasdaq. I don't know what it is about gold. Man, sometimes gold could just piss me off. It's like, wow. I mean, we have such a good time. We're laughing, we're talking, we're talking about having a future together, building together. And all of a sudden, she tries to take it all away from me. It's like, damn, bitch. We're like, what the hell did I do? Like, where am I getting all this? Like, dude, it's like what? Like, look who I'm fucking again. She had attitude in the summer. Now she being nice again. Like, dude, that's gold. Like, she does that shit all the damn time. Like, hey, Sherm, come back. I'm sorry. I won't do the nasty things that I did to you. Then she does it again. And I always fall for it. That's gold, dude. Oh, man.
Gold is something else, man.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, damn. She got you too? You heard it in Smith's voice. It's like, yeah, she got me too.
Yeah, it ain't even, like, strategically in the personal account, it ain't even worth trading anymore. Now that it's not them $50 per contract. So I don't even touch it. Even though I saw this pump, I was like, dang, well, oh well. let me take my focus back on these two instruments, ES and NQ.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why. Well, I mean, like I said, I'll trade Nasdaq for entertainment purposes. I'll move to and as crazy as it sounds, I think I'm just gonna start trading the Nasdaq in like the paper account, honestly. Like I said, it's supposed to be for entertainment. Like I really don't. I really don't care to be stopped out when I'm right, or maybe to be. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like I would probably start trading paper with Nasdaq because it's like I don't feel comfortable trading heavy size with it. I just don't, and then I'm just not patient enough to wait for the initial balance to form to take these trades. I gotta be patient. I want my money now, damn it. I want to be patient. Yeah. I really don't see a future with Nasdaq. She's just a fling. She's one of my sneaky links that we hook up at nighttime, and then I go back to the ES. Tell her how much I hate her. What is that? I hate you. Oh man, dude, yeah, that's exactly right, man. These toxic instruments. Gold. All right, you got anything else? I'm about to go to bed.
Nah, I'm done. I took these meds and I'm getting sleepy.
Getting sleeping? Yeah. Well, it is 11 o'clock, so we're about to be in a new day. Well, I guess in the Eastern time frame is already 12 o'clock, so. Yeah, it feels that way, doesn't it? This thing likes to run 10 million points, and then when you chase it, somehow, some way you bought the top or you sold the bottom. I don't understand how the Nasdaq is so good at that shit, but man, is she good at that. Man, is she good at that. It's like, man, can I just top tick this in the right direction? Like maybe one day when I try to chasing it lower or chasing it higher, maybe I should just go short and see what happens. But then it'll probably work and then shoot up another 100 points in my direction. Yeah, no problem. Reverse. But all right, guys. Go ahead. No, finish your thought, bro.
No, that's just gonna extend the conversation.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna talk about the earnings, the reaction to the initial earnings of AMD and SpaceX. You know, AMD dropped like almost $50 or 50.
Did it really?
Yeah. Even though they beat on, at least I think they beat on everything, but I guess it was
damn, AMD's at $500? I didn't know that.
It's in the future. Yeah, remember when it was struggling to break 200? Like it just would not.
When the fuck did this happen? When did this happen?
Yeah, bro. AMD is that stock now.
Oh, okay. So AMD's with the big boys and girls now, huh? Okay.
Yeah. I remember back in my day, it would not break $200 a share.
Dude, yeah, this is when I was trading options. Yeah, I was in during this period, and it went all the way down to. I bought the highs, and it just kept dropping, and I lost all my option money. I lost all my option money. I didn't know I did this.
I wasn't familiar with her game. Yeah. I wish I would have invested in it back then.
It would have been nice. Just imagine if, when I was trading options when it dropped all the way down to $50, if you just loaded the boat. My God, just loaded the boat when it hit $50. I think this was happening in 2020. This wasn't that long ago. This was 4 years ago.
Yeah, man, it's a shame. I thought Nvidia would be the one to like kill that company, or not kill it, but just keep it at bay, I guess. But even though, I think because AMD does CPUs and GPUs,
yeah,
and then Nvidia, they're the GPU king.
Yeah. Well, well, let me ask you this: if you bought in at $50, do you sell it at $200?
At that time, you probably do. Dang, and then it dropped again at that low. It was like 70 something.
Mm-hmm.
So it broke 200, but it didn't hold it. Got shot down. Yeah, because if you're probably selling at a loss or minimal profits if you hold through all that 220 and then that drop all the way back down to $77. Like, yeah, ain't no way you still believe in the future after something like that happens.
Yeah. But dude, if you believed, oh my God, if you believed, I believe in AMD. I believe
it's just parabolic, just straight up.
What the hell happened? All it did was go up. If you had some puts, like honestly, like I said, if I traded options, I would just be a bajillionaire. I can't bring myself to do it. Or stocks. I feel like stocks is just compared to, like, if you come from the war zone known as Nasdaqistan, as it's popularized on the internet. Like, this is such simple price action. It's like, yo, dude, this is like kindergarten price action right here. This is obviously a range. You can take the breakout, double tops and double bottoms, but I mean, it just takes so long for this. Like, you have to be a long-term investor with this type of stuff, because like this move right here is a daily chart, but this happens on the Nasdaq this price action every single day.
Yeah.
If I told you this was the Nasdaq, you would believe me, right? The Nasdaq literally moves like this per session, and this is a daily chart, so this is over years that the AMD did this. But
yeah.
But all right, I mean, if you don't got nothing else, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired.
All right, guys. I do appreciate everybody that joined us tonight. We'll definitely. Smith, you coming back tomorrow morning?
I'll be here tomorrow, man.
Okay, we'll be here tomorrow. All right, we'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing.
Peace.